Knowing others is intelligence, yet knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength, yet mastering yourself is true power. Wise words I like to quote from Tao Te Ching, a classical spiritual text that everybody, I feel like, should get into. We always talk about traditional Chinese medicine and principles of that. 3 treasures of this, powers of this, body, mind, and soul, this and that, yin, yang, and that. But where do we get it all from? The Tao. But what is the Tao? Today we get into some things. We get into where the Tao even stems from, principles of such, the symbolism and important meaning behind. And I hope that you enjoy this video, find this video useful, and in general, maybe even apply it to your daily life. We shall see. But nonetheless, let's get into some things. Consisting of 2 symbols, the head and the feet. We follow our head more so than follow our body. The Tao is a path one walks following the head and the feet, where life is guided by the mind instead of the body. And it actually reminds me of one of 7 laws of uncommon success. Thank you, Mike Murdoch, where he speaks about the law of the mind. And if you win in your mind, you most likely win in life. If you lose in your mind, you most likely lose in life. 3 things, 3 pillars that he's discussed in that lecture. It was focus, instruction, and a hero. Focus meaning memory and imagination. Our memory constantly replays the past, and our imagination constantly replays our future, so to speak. And instruction, we're always supposed to be giving our mind instruction, because at the end of the day, the mind roams for knowledge and instruction and wisdom. It seeks to verify the ego's opinion and judgment, or the mind seeks to escape pain of any sort, whether it be physical, emotional, spiritual, psychological, mental, whatever have you. A hero the mind may need, because someone that you may see as your hero, you automatically honor and you can emulate in your own way and in your own sense. It dives into the concept of your self-portrait can influence your actions, self-conduct, so to speak. The Tao, however, is an ideogram where it means to say, to guide. It's also a verb as well, and it indicates unless you found the way, you have really nothing to say, meaning unless you are flowing with the universe and nature around you, you are misguided. The Chinese word, even to know, that means to know, means know and Tao. And to say that you know in Chinese basically means to say you know the way. Basically, an ideogram is something that, a picture of some such, or a symbol of some such that represents a phrase or a principle of some sort. Like, for instance, we see red stoplights, doesn't really say anything to us. However, we know we must halt, we must seize, we must stay put, we must move nowhere. hashtag an ideogram of some sorts, you know? However, the Tao represents the only source of true knowledge and the foundation of roots to the tree of life, wisdom, knowledge, and then some. It's the roots of the tree of all knowledge, so to speak, characterized in three different aspects where we have ultimate and relative reality, temporal aspects in the world and universe, enlightened awareness known as nirvana, or cyclic existence known as samsara. Second characteristic of the Tao, it's formless without sound. It is omnipotent, omnipresence. It is permeating in all things, and it is present through the universe. It's ultimate, supreme, nothing but universal. Usually can't really necessarily be known through words. There really aren't words to describe the Tao. It is known through intuition, known through the mind, known through principle and practice and thought. It's a lifestyle that is spoken about over thousands of years, and Tao Te Ching is, like I said, a classical spiritual scripture, the classical spiritual scripture where thousands of years it has gone through translations and various multitudes of translations, but in general explains the lifestyle of the Tao and how it can be represented in manifestations physically, spiritually, and then some. Ugh, my foot is sleepy. The Tao is boundless of time and space. It's a continuum, and it's luminous, illuminating whatever it touches, whatever it is present within, and it manifests form and function, and we can manifest it, period, because we are an essence of form and function. By dividing our energy in two components, yin and yang, we can manifest an energy creating chi, which the Tao and that energy and omnipotent presence will be the foundation of that energy. Two components can turn into three, which then creates 10,000, stemming from the one, the supreme being, an ultimate source. If life doesn't really move on accord with such universal principles, it strays, and it is known to stray away from the way, and then life then declines as a result. Also, figurative language is used in Chinese medicine. It is usually a symbol of philosophy or principles that stem within the Tao. It is natural, perennial, meaning all year round, and very fundamental as land is to a home, you know. Now, the Tao is not meant to be turned into some type of temporal, esoteric hobby or even a cult. It is mainly supposed to prolong life. It is meant to help one maintain a certain emotional intelligence, emotional sanity, mental sanity. Simultaneously, one can pave the way to ultimately being spiritually enlightened and returning back to the source. Now, in general, we are to reach the infinite by extending the finite, the finite, even using what can be considered, depending how you're looking at it, limited resources like our body, mind, and soul. In our corporeal life, we use these tools to recover our essence, our energy, and our spirit. Using the Tao, we can refine ourselves. We can refine the purity of heaven from earth's pollution, meaning taking the worst, and we can make it into the best. We can use alchemy within our daily lives and so-called raise our vibration. It's almost like every day or every other day or every year, so to speak, because we are all humans. We go through a phase where we feel a boulder being thrown at us, and instead of receiving that boulder and just simply maneuvering it down to the floor and standing on top, a lot of us feel like we have to carry it, and our legs get shaky, and then soon it falls flat on us. And that's what we're not meant to do. Life is meant for obstacles, things of that nature, because we're supposed to use our light to continue to shoot us up like a rocket. That's what our spirits in a destiny, in a power and right to do. And usually we let entities, whether it be temporal or permanent within our life, I use that term permanent loosely, we usually allow things of that nature to take us off track and make us feel like we have to hold these boulders to make it seem and to prove ourselves that we're strong. But listen, in this life we have to maneuver, and that's what we do. It's called adapting, because like water, we can also permeate anything that we touch, and we can overcome and flow right through that bad boy and stem into a whole new chapter, a whole new vibration. And this is not just words. These are actions. This is a lifestyle. These are principles. This is philosophy that we can incorporate in our daily life so that we can stay calm, stay happy, genuinely enjoy the sensual pleasures within this life. We have spiritual insights allowing us to transcend death and remove ourselves from a cycle of birth and rebirth, human-wise. With that way of thinking, it may grant us access to more pure, simple, crystal clear realms, usually reserved for the spiritual enlightened. And I have to add that people talk about deja vu, moments and places that they've never been in life, but they feel like they have a memory being there. Also, people talk about dreams, past lives. People talk about ancestors. People talk about just different aspects within spirituality where we can tap into different vibrations and become aware that we may, and our spirit may be old. You ever met someone and they feel like an old soul to you, representing in principles within the TAO many lives, or maybe a few lives that soul has been through. And all the way at the end of the day, every soul, whether it be many lives or few, is aiming to get to the same destination, the one true source, the one true root of the tree that sprouts into all and everything, universally and nature-wise. I know that in my experience, people who may be sick or people who may be very young may have some type of hold and may have some type of pathway and connection still to past memories their soul may contain, hence can show in dreams. It's not always a subconscious thing. However, we shall move on. And if you want to get more into it, I would definitely look up the term of ascended masters. I would definitely look up the term of the Kundalini, enlightenment, awakening, different aspects within Ayurveda tradition. Through these lifetimes, we have unwavering intent and we have consistency in practice of such intention. We free ourselves of the fear of death like the average animal, and also we can truly enjoy sensual happenings and moments in human life, following principles and incorporating the lifestyle of the Tao. Through big and small goals, we can obtain the same goal of spiritual enlightenment through either spiritual practice and logistical conscious thinking every day, down to just simple health and longevity mindset. We're honing and executing our energy every day, and if it is for our best selves. How are we vibrating every day? How are your chakras? Do you feel rooted? It's all of this is stemming from one goal: to be our best selves and to reach our ultimate best self, which is to be aligned with one. All there is to the Tao really is to just choose your path and to stick with it, to be consistent, and it delivers to many destinations. Whether we stay on course, we can enjoy ourselves as well, and enjoy ourselves in love, positivity, peace, and harmony, true happiness. Don't forget to smile today, baby. Be conscious of giving up and forfeiting your opportunity and chance to return to source. A lot of people feel like they've been in through this and through that. I have stress from this, I have trauma from that. And some people even unfortunately result in cutting their lives off early. And so to speak, I think it's important to say that life and the chance of growth is not always an everyday thing. We do have stories of what they call, even if you don't believe in them, exorcisms. We do have stories of people talking about sleep paralysis. They're just paralyzed in their sleep. And I think that brings me to my point that there are many energies that would kill in order to have an opportunity at vibration, everyday vibration, because we can manifest quicker this way if we have energy and form containing two components, and we can make a third one being another human, or being a business, or just a strong going relationship, or just a goal that you have been working towards and now you've manifested it in some sort. Definitely hone in, execute your energy in a way where it represents your best self. We are human and we're going to mess up sometimes, and every day actually, because that's what we're meant to do. However, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't forget to be compassionate with yourself and know that you are having a human experience, being a spiritual being. Principles of the Tao, practice of the Tao, and incorporating that adaptive energy where you're getting a boulder thrown at you and you can receive it and smash it down, baby. Stand on top and rise to the next occasion. And with the help of others, we can definitely adapt to knowing how to handle these boulders in life, right? So with that being said, I hope you found this video useful. And if you can get down with the crown and you feeling the sound, like, share, subscribe to join this tribe, and share because I know you care. And next video, we will see you there. Peace, blessings, lovelies. Deuces.